I better go ahead and do my next movie review for the two-part event of the Peacemaker films. Well, anyway, hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka BoopUp187. This is my review for a day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that time again for another movie review. And like I said, I made a promise to all of you, I will do the two-part event of the Peacemaker films. So I'll just go ahead and do it anyway. So for my next movie review is, here's part one of, for the first Peacemaker movie, a word that's so darn hard to pronounce, and for part two is called Friend. All I could say about the main plot of the storyline is there's too many events going on that happened in both of those films. Like, Tetsu is all grown up now. He's 19 years old. He's becoming a young man, and his new life is kind of decent, you know, being with the Shinsengumi dudes and being with the love of his life, Saya. And, sadly, we lost a couple of Shinsengumi dudes here and there. Some of them died in battle, while some of them had lost their lives. And about that Suzu dude, you know, Lord Shita's apprentice, he is becoming insane. You know, he did grow up very much, and he's starting to become a weirdo psycho. With weird fingernails, an awkward face, and he's carrying Oshida's skull that's covered in black. And he's taking care of a lot of black cats. Yep. And what else? And also for Susumu, Tetsu's new best friend, who was once a former ninja spy. He started to become a doctor now, and he has to take care of wounded people who got wounded in battle or something else. And yes, poor Mr. Okita is very, very sick. He coughs so much and a whole lot of blood that's coming out of his mouth. So yeah, there's too many events going on in both of these Peacemaker films. But sadly, we left it in the cliffhanger. And that's all I could say about the two-part films of Peacemaker. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about both of these films? For part one and part two. To tell you the truth, ladies and dudes, I really did enjoy both of these movies. Well, sadly, they're only for close to an hour, since they split into only two films for just 1 hour. I just wish it should have been in one whole of a film. You know, it will be part one, and maybe we'll see part two later. But no, it's more like two movies that's featured in 1 hour. Sadly to say. But to tell you the truth I really did enjoy both of these films in every way. I will say, the storyline is pretty good for the most part. The characters are frickin' likable, and those characters are very well fleshed out and well developed. I frickin' love the animation. The score is pretty darn nice. And what else? Yeah, I like the score for the most part. There's some good interesting scores here and there. And what else? One thing I don't like about the film is the cliffhanger. Yeah, we just left it in a cliffhanger. Oh, for some unknown reason. So anyway, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points for the two-part Peacemaker films. I will say for the strongest points for these two parts of the Peacemaker films is truly fleshing out and developing the characters. Whoever these people are, from directors, producers, to screenwriters, whoever these people are, they did a really good job of fleshing out and developing all the characters that we knew and loved from the Peacemaker series. They did a well done job with our characters. I think the three characters who got fleshed out the most is Tetsunosuke Ichimura, Hajime Saito, and Suzu. Not Suzu, it's Susumu. My mistake. Yeah, it's Susumu. The guy who was once a ninja spy, but now he's starting to become the Shinsengumi doctor. You know, take care of everybody's wounds and all that stuff. So yeah, Tetsu, Saito, and Susumu were the three best characters who were very well fleshed out and well developed. And also, for my second strongest point for both of these films is seeing a couple of main flashbacks that came from in the previous Peacemaker series. Well, for both TV show and the manga. It's all about Susumu's storyline about the time when he was a ninja spy and the time when he lost his sister Ayu from the wrath of those evil samurai perverts, and also when he had a moment with Tetsu, you know, during the rooftop scene when they shared a very sad moment together. Yeah, I really enjoyed hanging back to memory lane about all the things that we remembered from the previous Peacemaker TV show. I just love it. So, the two best strongest points for both of these films is fleshing out and developing the characters, and also hanging back to memory lane. And like I said about my main weak points for both of these films, we just left it in a cliffhanger. Yeah, they didn't continue on the story. Well, it is a two-part event after all. But sadly, we didn't get to the other part of the storyline. You know, the part where the Shinsengumi are hanging on to their last battle of their lives. I wonder if the directors, the producers, the screenwriters, whoever these people are, I wonder if they'll ever work on it. I just want to see what happens next in the whole entire storyline for the final chapter of the Peacemaker series. Something that wasn't fully explained from the other TV series. Well, the TV series that we knew and loved back at the 2000 area. Yeah, there's a lot of questions that are left unanswered. So anyway, for the biggest, weakest point for both of these films is the cliffhanger. That's it. That's all I could say. And now, let's head on to the characters. What should I want to say about the characters? Man, there's a lot of good characters to choose from. I'll just stick with one character I care about the most, and that is Tetsunosuke Ichimura. And yes, it is played by a brand new actor who's going to play the older form. I freaking love Tetsunosuke Ichimura. He's still a very good, likable character even to this day. He had a really good storyline. He has a great personality, great attitude, and I really, really, really want to praise all those people out there who made an older and mature character. And they did a well done job for our beloved Tetsunosuke Ichimura. I frickin' love his character design. His character design is so darn flawless in so many ways. He looks older, he looks mature, he looks very, very serious, and he will do anything to take care of the two paths that he wants to go to. Does he want to continue on, be a part of the Shinsengumi group, or does he want to be with his dear beloved Saya? Yeah, let's just say his path is kind of torn right now. Something I'm not allowed to spoil for the part 2 part of the storyline. Yeah, if you know what I mean. So I'll just go ahead and wrap it up for this movie review. So let's head on to my final thoughts of the 2-part event of these 2 Peacemaker films. Overall, the 2-part event of the Peacemaker films they're both very good films to watch. But I wish that both of these films need to be together as a whole. You know, this one will be part 1, and whatever it is will be part 2. If you know what I mean. I will say the storyline is pretty good for the most part. The characters are likable, the score is nice, good animation, and great character designs. They did a well done job of fleshing out and developing our beloved characters. And I hope and pray we can get a part 3 and also a part 4, or maybe just a 3-part event of the final chapter for the Peacemaker series, if you know what I mean. So, for my rating, in 1 to 10, I decided to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, both of them are pretty good, but I wish they were a whole, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that is my movie review of the 2-part event of the Peacemaker films. What do you think of these 2-part events for the Peacemaker films? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's pretty decent? And does anybody want a part 3 and a part 4? Or you just want these movies to be sticking together as a whole? Well, wherever your opinions are, just leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next movie review to come, as I'm finally gonna do my movie review of the Avengers 4 Endgame. I can't wait to see this movie review to come. And we'll wait and see if our superheroes will succeed or not. And that is it for now. I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.